Hi, superstars. It is time for science. We are on the module Forces and Motion. Let's look at this photograph. It's a toy train and it's pulling freight cars over a hill. So, what do you see? You see the train and it's pulling freight cars. It looks heavy. How do you think the cars stay connected? The cars probably are connected with magnets holding them together. How do you think you can make the train go faster? What could you do to make this train go faster? Maybe pushing the train harder? That would make it go faster. How about pushing it down a hill? That would probably help it go faster too. All right, I want you to open up page 2 of your Be a Scientist notebook. We are on page 2 of your Be a Scientist notebook. Make sure your name and the date is at the top, first and last name. Let's read this together. Forces, let's get a different color. Forces and motion. Science in my world. So we looked at the train. What do you wonder about how the train moves? Draw a picture and show how you would move the train. So we saw the train going up a hill and it had freight cars behind it. So how would you move the train? So I want you to draw as best as you can. Here's a train track. So that's where the train goes, right? I'm going to draw my little train track here. And then there was the train with the freight cars. Okay. So how would you move the train? What would you do? So would you be in front of the train over here? Or would you be behind the train over here? Because we want it to go up the track in this direction, right? And we want it to go down. So what would you do? Would you go behind the train? So let's say you were over here. Would you push the train? I'm putting an arrow here. It's hard to see. This is an arrow. Let me make it nicer in a different color. So you would probably push the train so that it could go in this direction, right? So draw your picture. Make sure your name is on the page. Let's look at some key vocabulary words. We're going to be learning these words throughout this module. So we're just going to go over them and we'll be learning the meaning throughout. So the first one is collide. Can you say collide? Collide. The second one is distance. Say it with me. Distance. The third one, motion. Motion. Pull. Pull. Speed. Make sure you're repeating it after me. Speed. Direction. Direction. Force. Force. Position. Position. And push. Push. we are going to learn about these key vocabulary words in this module. So watch for these words. We're going to watch a video about Finn. When Finn grows up, he wants to be a construction manager. A construction manager is in charge of a building site where tools and equipment are used to complete projects. So construction managers need to know how to use tools. And Finn is curious about he can use tools to move things. Let's listen.
Hi, I'm Finn, and one day I'm gonna build huge buildings when I'm a construction manager. But today, I'm building my own treehouse. My uncle and I did a lot of measuring and calculating to figure out how much wood we needed. Gotta go! I've got a lot of angles left to measure.
So if you want to read on page 2 on the bottom, it says, I will plan an investigation and I will carry out an investigation. So investigations should be planned in order to answer a specific question. And during an investigation, you can gather data and then interpret the data to see what it means. That's what we're going to be doing in science. Let's turn to page 3 in your workbook. And let's read this together. Push or pull. What is Paige doing? What does it look like Paige is doing? Look at the picture. How would you move the wagon? Okay, Paige is moving a wagon up a hill. Do you think Paige is pushing or pulling the wagon? So they give you a choice. Is Paige pushing the wagon or is Paige pulling the wagon? Remember, she is moving the wagon up a hill. So think about how you would move a wagon. Would you push a wagon or pull a wagon up a hill? I want you to select the best answer to describe how Paige is moving the wagon. So you're either going to pick this box or this box, not both of them. You want to either pick pushing or pulling. So pick which one you think Paige is doing, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, I want you to know that movement is the result of either a push or a pull. A push or a pull is necessary to keep something moving. Even when you stop an object from moving, it also involves a force, a push or a pull. So a push or a pull is a force. All right, so did you pick push or pull for the answer to what Paige is doing? All right, Paige is pulling the wagon. So a force, remember, is a push or a pull. So a push involves moving an object away from a person so that you're applying force. And a pull involves moving the object towards the person to you, applying force. So the girl pulls the wagon, and the wagon is moving towards the girl. So the wagon is moving towards her, not away from her. She is pulling the wagon. All right, make sure your first and last name and the date is on your paper. Until next time, superstars, have a wonderful day. Bye.